me to the other side. Take 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 me to the other side. Me too.
I'm ready to go back.
Me too. Shameless self-gratification.
Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. I'm gonna shoot myself in the head. I'm gonna shoot myself in the head if they don't stop singing this song. I'm gonna shoot myself in the head. Self in the head. Self in the head. Just let it go out again. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. I can die now. Open the door. Open the door.
Wait. Wow. Wait a minute. Wait. No.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wait a
Here we
minute.
go. 1, 2, 3. When I wanna open the door,
Wait.
I use the door. When I wanna open the door, when I wanna open the door, I use the door. Wait a minute. 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 My friend Elijah ought to meet you, 'cause you've been cleansed in the name of the Lord. My friend Elijah ought to meet you, 'cause your cousin Jimmy drives a 57 Ford. My friend Elijah ought to meet you, 'cause Lucifer is not in your heart. My friend Elijah ought to meet you, 'cause your cousin Jimmy, he's really smart. My friend Elijah ought to meet you, 'cause you change your ways like Paul. My friend Elijah ought to meet you, because your cousin Jimmy's really tall.
The last Noel, the skies opened and candle wax poured out, burning the eyes of the believers. Salesmen refused to buy their own products. Actors ran screaming in the streets, sucking their thumbs and crying for mother. Grand Canyon philanthropists put the finishing touches on the pneumonia ceilings. The locusts ate into my brain. I learned that Noah and my father were one, and all the communists wept, drinking vodka and rainwater. The doors of the Soviet prison were thrown wide. Prisoners and potatoes spewed everywhere. Bushy-haired youths went on desperate searches for pens. Reasonable solutions went unheeded. Lightning continued to strike the mainland, and God echoed the refrain. Vile and disgusting things happened to good people. Trees began to dance the jig, and alone atop a hill, Kevin McDonald laughed. The men and women of the towns and the cities raised a cry against the cruel earth, the cruel sky, the cruel God. The fire leapt from the aerosol cans, and the environmentalists applauded their enterprise. Uncle Tony and Annika fought desperately for last place. Dark waters rushed to drown the ignorant. Millions of mindless fools watched it all on TV. And I, the lone poet, finally had an epiphany. I came to the realization that I have wasted my life. song is influenced by The Last Noel and Howl and A Soft Parade by The Doors.
The first Noel.
The first there is no Last Noel.
I don't care, I'm indifferent, I don't care, I'm alone, I'm afraid, I'm a fake and I'm aware, I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't think and I can't share, I can't leave, I can't stay, I can't speak and I can't care. You're a bitch, you're a slave, you are nothing, you're a slave, you're a slut, you're a bitch. Think you love me 'cause you're pregnant, but sleep around, don't harm yourself, you're nothing to me, never were. Think I'm mean, think I'm bad, think I'm pretty, think I care. I'm indifferent, I don't care, I'm alone, I'm afraid, I'm a fake and I'm
I am not John Keats, just a callow bloke. I cannot be true or kind, everything's a joke.
When you declared your mother dead, I did not sit and bawl. Hey!
I just played my Nintendo and listened to Sir Paul. I wish they could prescribe me a little pill that would take away my tears during Notting Hill.
When someone in my family dies, I laugh like Dr. Katz. Hey!
Go turn on my Nintendo, keep track of the stats.
My whites get dirty, and I want them to be clean. Very, 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 very clean. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah. I'm not just talking clean, I'm talking disinfection. And when it comes to that, there's only one selection. I use bleach. I use bleach. I use blah 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 bleach, bleach, bleach. I use bleach. I use bleach. I use blah 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 bleach, 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 bleach. I wash my clothes in bleach, hot water not cool, and they always come out smelling like a public swimming pool. No organism can survive that sodium hypochlorite. I almost feel bad for them because it's not really a fair fight. I use bleach. I use bleach. I use blah 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 blah. lived our lives like we were writing a story, the kind that we always both loved to read. We never got bogged down with the punctuation. Things just kinda really picked up speed, and the rain fell hard when we were together, and all the bright sunny days we were stuck at work. But sometimes it's fun just to running for shelter, and all her other boyfriends were boring jerks. So she stuck with me and she rolled her eyes, but I knew that she really dug my silly songs, and we laughed a lot, and against all odds we really got along. But she had to move halfway to Tennessee to keep her ailing grandma company, and I never saw her again.
In the darkness comfort me. In the daylight I can see. In the darkness comfort me. In the daylight I can see. I eat when I poop. I eat as I poop. I got poop coming out of my butt while I got food coming into my mouth. I eat as I poop. Before the pooping is even finished, I want to make sure I'm replenished. That's why I eat as I
My name is Joe and my wife is Jane, and with each year she's more of a pain. Her voice just eats into my brain. She's gonna make me go insane. I'm Fred Victor's and my tail is dry. My wife, she pushed me in the fire. Everybody says that I'm alive, and now I can't sing in the church choir.
We are the husbands and we are not happy because we've been bussed around much too long.
Marcus D, yes that's me. I've got more troubles than honey has bees. I'm always sent down on my knees asking
Oh, yeah. That is Husbands Are Us by Mose Haven off of the landmark album entitled This Is My Millennium. Wow. So good. So good. And so unappreciated by, anyone other than you. My listeners, my good listeners. Currently we have 9 people watching this live on the YouTube. Pretty exciting. I'm one of them, and Elizabeth's another. So 2 of the 9 people are in this very house. But still, it's impressive. And we just jumped up to 9. So that's, to 10. Oh, we back down to 9. That's what the show's going to be, just tracking the fluctuations of who's watching. No, there'll be more than that, folks. There will be more. Thank you. Welcome to live Motern Media Infomercial Podcast. We have just been riding a wave of success lately. What do we have? What have we done? We had the hello Indulgence 03, by the way. Thanks for joining us. We had the live concert with me and Pete. Remember that? That was just a couple of weeks ago. We were amazing. You all loved it. Here's the deal. We're going to do it again in December. And it's going to be called, the show's going to be called Let's Get Weird. I think it's going to be called Let's Get Weird. You're probably wondering, like, all right, Matt, what does that mean? What type of songs you're going to play for the Let's Get Weird concert? Well, listeners, this is the type of song that I'm going to play.
I wear tight pants, oh yeah. I wear tight pants when I dance. It looks so nice, it looks so good. The ladies love me when I wear my tight pants. Don't make a fun of my tight pants, or else I'll punch you in your face.
That's the kind of music that we're going to be doing in December. A live YouTube concert with songs like I wear tight pants when I dance. You know? I mean, that song you just heard, Husbands Are Us. That's the type of song that might get played in that concert, you know? Like weird stuff, like mopping concrete in early May. Sorry, you can't really hear it that well. Anyway, so we're going to do some weird stuff, some weird songs. So feel free between now and December to recommend some weird stuff from the Motern catalog for us to perform live on YouTube. It's going to be amazing. Okay. There's so much news, listeners. Oh, there's so much exciting news. Slingshot Cops world premiere. It's happening November 12th. 12th of November in Danvers, Massachusetts. I even have the address. Hey, Ryan. Ryan wants me to call Randy or Brendan. Nah, I'm not going to bother those guys. You know, I'll let them be. I bother them enough. 13 Page Street in Danvers, Massachusetts. 5 p.m. is the first screening. 7:15 p.m. is the second screening. And come to the show. If you happen to live in Connecticut, we're planning one in southern central South Central Western Connecticut on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. If you happen to live in Rhode Island, we're trying to get one on the first Sunday in December. If you happen to live in Binghamton, New York, or thereabouts, we're looking at, it's pretty positive, Saturday, December 10th at 7 p.m. We're going on a gosh darn Northeast tour with this movie, folks. Come to the show. Is that too much to ask? Ryan, you live in California? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me, Ryan? You're going to be in California? Because I just got 3 words for you. And those 3 words are road trip time.
Road trip time, a grand gesture. Crossing this great nation just to get to her. Oh, 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 oh.
Road Trip Time is a song about crossing the nation to see a woman. There's a much better reason to cross this nation, folks, and that is to watch Slingshot Cops with me and Charlie and a bunch of other people who are in the movie. Go on a gosh darn road trip. All right, so that's happening. We'll be talking about that. I'm very excited. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be a huge success, and people are going to like it. That's what I keep telling myself. Okay, and then the last thing that we're looking forward to, June 3rd. Well, hey, what are you all doing on June 3rd, 2017? If you happen to not live near Danvers, Massachusetts, then guess what? June 3rd, 2017 for you is road trip time.
Road trip time, a grand.
Yeah, it's road trip time. Start planning a road trip to Massachusetts for the gosh darn, what's it called? Motern Media, World Motern Day Extravaganza. I'm putting on a show. It costs $42. Andrew, yes, you will be listening to the playlist, but you're going to take a break from that to go on a road trip to my hometown. And you're going to see me perform up on stage. It's going to be insane. It is going to be the event ever. It's better than Woodstock. The World Motern Day Extravaganza. It costs $42. And it is so worth it. Oh my goodness. Come to this stupid show, people, please. I'm begging you. Please. We've sold 1 ticket so far, which is spectacular. I'm so proud. And we got to sell more than 1, though. Although, in the back of my mind, it's like, I might want to still put on the show, lose like hundreds of dollars, and put on an epic 5-hour show for 1 guy. That would be spectacular, you know? Look, it'll be better if there's like 40 people, but currently we've sold 1 ticket. It's still early. I don't consider it a failure by any means, but we do need it will be a failure. It'll be a failure. It'll be a failure if only 1 person buys a ticket, but you know, officially the statement is the show won't happen if we don't sell at least 15 tickets by January 1st. So, who bought the ticket? Seth. Seth bought the ticket. He talked about it publicly on Twitter, so I have no problem outing him. Good old Seth from Connecticut, so he doesn't have to drive that far. He came on the walking tour, so he knows. He knows it's worth the money. But yeah, carpool, connect online for carpool, suggests Andrew. And, I would just be careful, because I don't know, be careful. Because we don't know, no one in this Motern community actually knows one another. So do you really want to be in a car with these people? I'm just saying. But get your friends, get people you know and trust together and drive with them, okay? To then be in a venue with the strangers that we don't trust. No, we all trust everybody. Someone want to know how the turnout for the walk go. The walk had 3 paying customers, Too bad because I'm from Madison, Connecticut. Originally, would definitely be there if I still lived there. Okay, well, I don't know where you live now, Jay Betts, but look, maybe you can't make it to the movie screening in the fall, but June 3rd, you have plenty of time to plan this thing. And this is like Picasso putting on a show and painting in front of people. You get a chance to watch a modern day Picasso. That's me doing his thing. I'm going to put on an incredible show. It's going to be like 5 hours of pure entertainment. It's going to be insane. Sorry. Oh, yes, I will be there in June. I have plenty of time to plan for that. All right, Jay Betts, I'm sorry. Sorry I lashed out at you and that I declared myself, a modern day Picasso. I got out of hand there. So, my apologies. But, come to the gosh darn show. It's going to be awesome. And how cool would it be if we got like 80 people? Oh my God, it would be so cool. So look, we're taking, here at the Motern Media Infomercial Podcast, we don't take calls. We call you. And if you want to be on the show, all you got to do is text me 603-644-0048 and I'll call you sometime tonight. We got 3 people lined up right now, and we're going to call one of them. We're going to call Orlando, who is an all-star. We all know Orlando. He of the Doobies. He's one of the Doobies. So, if you do I'll do the Boa Constrictor song. Is that Casey? Heck yeah. You kidding me? I'll have to learn it, because I don't know how to perform it, but I will figure it out. Maybe we should all bike several hundred miles. I hear that's what the true artists do. I mean, I'm not suggesting that only true artists go on long bike rides, but I did, and look how I turned out.
You have reached the voicemail box.
All right, we're 0 for 1. We are 0 for 1. 0 for 1. So, Boa Constrictor, I'll perform that. Will you perform any songs from Motern Heartburn? Yes, we will do lots of songs from Motern Heartburn. In fact, I'm tempted to play the whole gosh darn album. Oh my God, it's so good. And I've sold 58 copies, which is great. I'm proud, but still, it's also a little distressing because what does a guy got to do? Isn't it enough to create 18,000 masterpieces? And here I am still scrambling just to make like as much money as I would make if I just worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know? All right, we got another. Let's try another call, because Orlando, if you're out there, let me know, because you didn't answer, and it was upsetting. Next up, we got Johnny Unicorn that I'm going to try to call. Johnny Unicorn is fantastic. He's a cool dude. I don't know that much about him, so it's going to be cool to chat with him on the phone and learn some more about Johnny Unicorn. Let's see what happens this time. Hopefully it will not just go to voicemail like the last time.
Hello?
Johnny Unicorn, is that you?
Yeah.
Hey, Matt Farley here. How you doing?
Good.
Are you watching the stream?
I am. You're like 5 seconds behind me.
Nice.
Kinda weird.
Yeah, maybe you should lower that volume so you don't go crazy.
Yeah.
Or have you already gone crazy because you are just diving into the music with in an admirable fashion. How's it going?
Great. I'm working on an 86-song album that's entitled The Day the Earth Stood the Test of Time Forgot. I've been spending a little more time on it than I wanted to, because I wanted to get them out fast, except they're all old songs that I recorded when I was a young kid, and I didn't like any of the lyrics. I'm rewriting all the music and replacing all the lyrics. But it's really hard to write lyrics when you're trying to shoehorn them into a melody that already exists. So
I hear you. Yeah, well, I'm sure Weird Al would concur with you.
Yeah.
So, how's it going? You have Tales from Saxophone City is just so ridiculously wonderful. I mean, what an insane concept. I mean, where did that come from? You're just sitting around and you're like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 89 songs about saxophones. Walk me through that process.
Oh, yeah. Well, what happened was my friend Nora, who you know,
Nora the janitor, yeah.
He posted on his Facebook a link to your motivation episode, episode 83 or something, I think.
Yep.
And I listened to that, and I was like, oh, man, that's awesome. And I had heard about you a couple years ago, and I went, and I looked at it, I saw an article or something, and then the link they had was one of your poop songs, and I listened to that, and I was like, oh, I thought it was a cool idea that you were writing a lot of songs, but I listened to that, and I was like, that's not really up my alley. But then when I listened to your podcast a couple years later, just this past summer, it was so inspiring.
Yeah.
That I went and I listened to a bunch of your other music, and I was like, oh, wow, this guy's like a seriously good songwriter. Well, and also, I need to make more music, so I just picked the theme of saxophone, so I was looking at my saxophone, and I've just been writing since then.
Well, I love it. It's hilarious. You know, when you dig deeper into what I do, you discover that I'm using a degree of artistry. I'm not just churning out poop songs entirely. And same thing with you. I mean, no one would ever say that 89 songs about saxophones was an attempt to earn money. It's an attempt to just like it's an attempt to just be like, hey world, look what I can do. And I know it's completely insane, but that makes it even better. I mean, let's just listen. I'm randomly selecting Spit Valve from Tales from Saxophone City. Let's hear it, folks.
I keep forgetting to use my spit valve on my baritone saxophone. But every time I use my spit valve, I get saliva all over everything that I own.
How about that? I mean, it's a song about the spit valve, which is insane and wonderful on its own, but in the context of a triple disc album with songs like Saxophone Fight, that just brings it to a new level. Okay, that's just completely insane. And did you giggle a lot while you were doing this?
Well, yeah.
Good for you. What?
I like silly stuff, and I don't feel like I have been doing enough silly stuff. And this past summer, I've been recording constantly.
Yeah, but it's not like silly. Would indicate like that it's that there's no that is not genius. It's different from silly. I mean, there's deep intelligence behind this level of silliness that I truly do believe, you know, and great music too. I mean, you're coming up with so many melodies and beats and chord progressions and whatnot. Way to go!
Thank you.
Yeah. So, who are you? Where?
I'm just a guy. I'm live in Seattle. What do you want to know?
Okay, you're a guy who lives in Seattle. You've always lived in Seattle, or what?
No, I'm from Michigan originally.
Okay, and when?
Been living in Seattle for 7 years. I've been making music. I do video stuff.
What what do you do for work?
I'm off work at the moment, and I'm about to start working. So like my output's about to decrease a lot, but I'll at least have some money coming in.
Yeah. Isn't that the worst? Like the poor us, you know? Poor us. Why do we have to work? Like I get it, and frankly, like I I don't like a spoiled rich artist either, but I want to be one. Look,
Yeah.
tell me, and you, how do you know Nora the janitor?
I went on a few tours, and I stopped through North Dakota, and I met him at a bunch of shows, like, over the years, and he's just an awesome guy.
Okay, listen to this. I'm just saying, I don't know what you'll be doing on June 3rd coming up, but I think it would be pretty cool if you hop in your car and drive, pick up Nora the janitor in North Dakota on your way, come all the way across the country for the World Motern Day Extravaganza on Saturday, June 3rd.
I'm thinking about it.
And look, I feel like I'm personal friends with every one of my supporters. So as I'm talking to you right now, I want to say to you that the ticket's on the house, but I can't do that because if I say that, I got to stop myself. No one's in for free. You got to pay.
Well, hey, you know, I could work.
By performing, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing because everybody who's coming to the show is a musician. So no, the stage is closed. This is an egomaniacal event, Johnny Unicorn. This is.
I understand. I just want to throw it out there.
I appreciate it. You're not the first to offer. You won't be the last. And but this is just Farley obsessed with himself. Like people are gonna have their fill of Farley in that evening, but it's gonna be remarkable. So think about it. Really, it would be spectacular.
I want to. Yeah.
All right. Well, look. You go by the name Zorznijor, which is yet another sign that you are not in this for the money. Zorznijor. And hey, man, keep doing what you're doing because it's fun and it's crazy and I love it.
Thank you.
All
Thanks
right.
for calling.
Yeah, great.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Can I make a request
Yeah, let's hear it.
for your live show?
Yeah.
It's Shorts Too High.
Oh, Shorts Too High. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, totally.
That song's beautiful.
It's a true story too.
Anyway.
All right, have a great night. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
I said thanks for calling. I called him. All right, look, we got something that I think is going to be amazing. I think I'm calling into another podcast. I think this is crazy. This is worlds colliding. Let's see if it works here.
Hey there, how's it going?
Hey, this is Motern Media Infomercial linking up with Bear Talk. Are you guys on the air?
Yeah, we're on the air right now. We're recording. I'm just going to add Jared and Connor to the call.
So I'm speaking with Kyle, folks, right now from the Bear Talk podcast, which is three guys from Michigan. And yes, I wrote their theme song proudly. What a theme song, huh, Kyle?
Yeah, it's probably the best thing about our show. For a year running now, it's probably the best thing.
It is not. It's up there. It's up there. But listeners, listen to the Bear Talk podcast because these guys, three friends, recent college grads, and there are lots of podcasts, says one of our live listeners, and you are correct. Everybody's got a podcast nowadays, and it's you kind of feel the need to get high and mighty about it, especially like when you hear like established podcasters kind of like scoffing at the little guys. You ever notice that, Kyle?
Yeah. I think there's certain people who really look down upon the people who call themselves podcasters and don't have 45,000 listeners.
Yeah, I know, and that's ridiculous. That makes me angry. It's like, come on. Other people can broadcast themselves too, Sheesh. Did I call too early or what?
No. I'm just trying to add Jared and Connor to the call. And something seems to be something weird.
If
going
you'd like,
on.
I can hang up.
Skype.
Do you want to hang up and then call them, and then call me?
Yeah, does that work?
That works. I'll just rant
All right.
for a little bit. All right.
We'll be right back.
Bye. Look, I'm not going to call the Bone Zone guys. I'm afraid of them. I don't want to bug them. They're like my heroes. So, Ryan, I appreciate the suggestion, but, I don't want to bug Brendan and Randy. They're good guys. They've done so much for me.
Okay.
I want to leave them
Crossing the
alone.
streams.
How we doing, guys?
Hello.
Excellent. How are you?
This is crazy. You guys are live on YouTube in front of 12 listeners. 12!
Oh, wow.
Holy Woo.
Is there a delay if I watch it on YouTube?
Yes, there is. I would just silence it, but you could at least see how I
Okay.
react. You could see how I react to your statements by a few seconds.
Oh, wow. This is exciting.
Now, are you guys recording, or are we going to hear the theme song?
Yes.
We
we
are
are
haven't played the
recording.
theme song yet.
We're crossing the streams right now. We're recording as well, so there's a lot going on here.
I mean, my listeners would love to hear the theme song. If you do you play it so that everyone can hear it, or no?
I
yeah,
usually edit. Yeah, I usually
Kyle,
edit
get
and
that going,
post,
though?
but yeah, give me like half a second.
Oh, you know,
Kyle will look that up.
I could probably play it right here too. No, forget
Oh,
it.
I got it.
You got
Okay,
it.
no, Kyle's got it.
Oh yeah, I've got it.
This is riveting stuff. We have 12 people. 12 people still strong. Now I got to warn you guys. I'm one of them.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Hey, we
guess
can
I'm,
get
I
that
guess
number
I'm
up
one
to
of them now
15 here.
too.
Now, guys.
All right.
Sorry, I'm totally hijacking your show.
Oh no!
No,
please go.
you're
I just don't go for
hijacking
it.
mine. This is
Song.
my show. I was on the Tonight Show.
I know.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I'm a big
That was
deal.
awesome.
Okay, sorry. I got all high and mighty. So, listeners, you're listening to me talk to the Bear Talk podcast on my podcast and theirs. This is crazy.
Oh, wow.
Now,
Matt, I really enjoyed the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how about what
My
are
little
the
sister was this.
what are the odds? You know that
That was great.
they'd pick me. You know what upsets me though? It's no longer on YouTube.
What?
Wait,
Oh, really?
Yeah. Devastated.
What? What happened?
I
Have they
thi-
told you?
Well, exactly 1 month after it aired, it was removed. So I think maybe that's like their policy or something, or like for the ones that get an extraordinary amount of negative feedback, they take it down after a month. I don't know.
Now,
That was
real
great.
quick, listeners, we're just gonna play our theme song again because it's so good. So just quickly enjoy it real quick.
Connor, Jared, and Kyle always make me smile when they get together and have some laughs. Once a week on the Bear Talk podcast. School is finally out, but they still got a lot of stuff that they want to talk about.
Just fantastic.
Beautiful.
Now, Matt, what kind of guitar are you using on that?
What kind of guitar? I'm just using this thing right here. Anyone watching live can see it's this thing. I don't even know. I don't know what kind of. I guess it says it here. It's an Epiphone Les Paul model. It's like a fake Les Paul by Epiphone. It cost me about $450.
Nice. Sounds really good. That's all.
All right.
Kyle, you play guitar,
I think
don't
that's the
you?
guitar that Tyler has. I think our friend's got that very similar Epiphone Les Paul.
It's nothing special, but it does the job.
That's all you need.
People get a
That's-
little
that's-
worked up about the equipment. You know, they're like, they get all geeky about the equipment, and I find that you can get bogged down worrying about the equipment and never end up producing anything because you're like, I can't record until I have exactly the right magical equipment. It really doesn't matter. You could just have your voice and a tape recorder and still make something great.
But quick question: do you think if you cared 25% more about the equipment, you could still put out 10 to 11,000 songs?
Yeah, but they wouldn't be any better.
I mean, could they
Okay.
get any better? You know,
That's
the real,
exactly.
That's the real question.
Yeah, that's a rhetorical question.
Now, have you talked about your movie yet tonight on your live show?
Yeah, but are you guys coming? It's November 12th here in Danvers, Mass. No pressure, because if you can't make it, you can come June 3rd, and you have to pay admission, so that would be even be better.
Yeah, no, I wanted to bring this up. There's been a lot of beef back and forth on Twitter about this basketball game. There's been a gauntlet of sorts has been thrown down by, I think Kyle originally issued the challenge, actually, but we got this
I don't know what
basketball
you're
game
talking about.
scheduled. If we come for the movie premiere, are we taking on you and Cole in a game of 2-on-2, me and Jared?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what your schedule is that weekend. I'm going to be a little busy before the screening, so it would have to be early in the day on the 12th or early the next morning. But I am ready, and I'm just going to I want to play one-on-one first before we do this two-on-two stuff.
Okay.
Because that's my original challenge. And all of you out there, all 13 of you on YouTube, any one of you wants to play me in basketball, bring it on. 603-644-0048 is the number. I will crush you. You know, you think, oh, Matt, he's a sensitive artist. He couldn't possibly, crash the boards and get the rebounds, but you're going to be shocked. I am a tough individual.
I'll
How'd
do
your game
play-by-play
against
for
Cole
that
go?
one-on-one.
That's a good idea. What'd you say about Cole?
How'd that game go?
I crushed him. It was 20-10. And the second half was just an afterthought. I was just, doing sky hooks from three-point line because it didn't matter.
Did Cole have any strong points in his game? Anything you had a little trouble with?
He was good at, being blown by me.
He was being blown by you, Matt?
That's hey, whoa, hey. See,
Now, I gotta warn you. Me and Jared are the two top scorers from our winless IM basketball team, 0-4.
Yeah, we lost.
But we had a lot of
90 to
spirit.
Well,
We
you-
were the two
90 to 5
leading
once.
scorers from there. So
look, you
gonna bring
young,
it.
recent college grads with the whole world ahead of you. You know what you have? You have hope. You have things to look forward to. You know what I have? I have nothing. I have nothing but this stupid game. It means so much to me. If I lose, I am going to be crushed. And that alone is going to be what causes me to destroy you.
all right, I recently started getting back in the gym, playing some pickup ball. So I'm getting my skills sharpened back up, getting ready for this thing.
I'd also like to say, one, I don't call fouls. You can just punch me in the face. I will not call a foul. You can call fouls if you want to, but I will give you a look. And I do not believe in warming up either. You show up and you just start playing.
That's the
Just
way
like
I do
Kyle.
it. I'm all about no warm-ups. You just waste
You lost,
energy.
though, Kyle. You lost.
Yeah, but
your
I won
event when you didn't
before.
warm up. I
I've
guess.
won before.
Yeah, Kyle's not much of a basketballer, but he's quite a talented foot racer. That's his game. So Kyle probably won't be participating in the 2-on-2. I think Jared that's the 1v1 challenge.
Hey,
Yeah.
So Jared, you'll be playing that one. If we get to the 2-on-2, I'm stepping on the court.
June 3rd, 2018, I'm having my first burger, and you guys, I'm well aware of the fact, you guys are big fans of talking about restaurants. So I'd like to know, where should I get my first burger?
Five Guys. Five Guys burgers and fries.
Wow.
Your first, you mean like your first hamburger of all time?
Yeah, I've never had a hamburger. I'm going to do it when I turn 40.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why haven't you had a burger till now?
Well, as a child, I didn't really like the smell or look of the burger, and therefore I never tried one. And then as I got older, it became a challenge to continue to
Okay.
not eat it.
Okay.
That's interesting. Haven't you ever been at like a cookout though, where it's mostly just burgers?
Okay,
What-
listen
what-
to me,
what is-
guys.
There's usually a dog out there.
Cookouts are the worst things on earth. You just stand around, someone's cooking, you have small talk that goes absolutely nowhere. All I want to talk about are my movies and my music, and no one's interested in it. They're just talking about just the most mind-numbing stuff, and I'm just going nuts. And I'm like, oh my God, think of the songs I could be writing right now. I'm at a cookout.
Do you have songs about it? You have a song about a hamburger though, right?
Yeah. Well, hey, the beauty of being a writer is that you just lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But you didn't have to do any research. You just kind of. Okay.
well, has Will Smith, did he ever live in New York with a bunch of zombie guys around when it was just him and his dog?
Exactly.
I don't think he did. So, and no one's calling him out on that. So.
Hamburgers. I really like
out there.
hamburgers. I
really like hamburgers. I like to eat them every day. I like to go to a restaurant. That's what I'd rather be doing than enjoying a burger at a cookout.
But you've eaten.
Well, I think Can we commit to just going to this right now, live?
To the November 12th thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. Michigan's got an away football game, so it works perfect for us.
I don't care about Michigan State.
So, I mean,
Matt, what time is the screening?
My schedule's...
We have a 5 o'clock screening and a 7:15 screening. Free! It's free!
Okay.
We can still
Ooh.
catch the game.
Yeah, so we could go to the 5 o'clock and then,
Yeah,
watch the
I'm
Michigan
committing.
football game.
I'm putting money down right now.
What's
We're doing
the driving time, Michigan to Boston? Do you know?
It's like 6 hours, I think.
No, it's longer than
It's
6
way more
Longer
than
than that.
Yeah.
We got to cut through Canada though. That's the other thing.
Yeah, I mean,
We got to hit up
getting
that wing place.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But the drive to Rochester, New York, is like 6 hours almost, I think. So
Okay, it's probably
getting to
another
Boston's gotta be
another
4.
3 or 4 from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a holiday. That Friday, I believe, is Veterans Day, so there's that too. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh.
I already have the day off.
Sweet,
So
perfect.
So that's
I-
good.
All right.
Oh, but-
I'm set.
Maybe we can try to do the game, Saturday morning, so that way you can get out early on Sunday if you need to.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds
The drive
good.
time from Rochester Hills to Danvers, Massachusetts through Canada is 11 and a half hours.
That's
Ooh.
easy. That's easy.
Yeah. Easy driving.
That's 11 podcasts. That's listening to ourselves for 11 hours.
That's true.
If I drive, that's
Yeah,
what
we
we're
should-
doing. So
And we should make that little mini documentary we were gonna make.
Called
no
losing to a legend. Is that what it's been called?
Yeah. Matt, I measured my wingspan yesterday and it was 6'6". How do you feel about
He's
that?
like a bird. He's like a condor. It's
That's
incredible.
which one are you? The 6'6"?
This is Jared.
Oh, okay. I was hoping that
This
was
is who you were
Kyle
looking
who
at.
said that, the one who wasn't gonna play. Nah, look, I'm I talk a good game, but chances are I'm probably gonna lose, and it's gonna be really embarrassing.
What's the strongest point of your game?
The element of surprise, because I throw up a hook shot from the 3-point line, and you're busy laughing at it, and as you're laughing, I'm sneaking by you and grabbing the rebound and putting it back in.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
I just gave
Are we
away.
gonna play half court or full court?
1-on-1, half court, losers out, meaning that if you score, the other guy gets the ball. None of this make it take it stuff. We're playing 6-minute halves, and 2 points behind the arc, 1 point within the arc.
Okay.
Okay.
And fouls, is it you just get the ball if you choose to call fouls, or
If you
Yeah, no one's calling him,
choose
though.
to call a foul, if you want to play that way, yeah, you get the ball back. And I hope you can sleep that night.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah. That's the game the way it was meant to be played.
All right, look, guys. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm personal friends with Jimmy Fallon. I shook hands with the guy. I have not showered in over a month. I've showered twice, but both times I wrapped my hand in plastic because it shook Jimmy Fallon's hand. I'm a big deal is what I'm getting at. I gotta go.
well, I think you also might have the element of stink with that 2 shower a month. There you go.
Hey, let's end it on that. That was perfect. Hey, to my listeners, tune in to the Bear Talk podcast. I drop everything when there's a new Bear Talk podcast, and I listen to it. So, guys, keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Oh,
you
thank
too.
you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much.
All right, peace.
See ya.
Peace.
How about that, folks? Bear Talk podcast. You should listen if only just to hear that conversation again. Listen to my podcast when it comes out, and then listen to them do it. So that's going to be good. Oh, I hope they show up. Oh, I'm going to just destroy them in basketball. Like I won't have enough to do on that day. We have the big premiere of the movie. They have to meet these punks who think they can beat me. They can't beat me. Hey, this show's going pretty well. I'm pretty happy. We've gotten into double-digit listeners. Although it's only at 10 right now, so let's see. I'd like to say hi to Qua for identifying my guitar. It's an Epiphone Standard Les Paul, he says. Next up, though, we do have I think one or two other people we can call. Who's this person? I'm gonna call somebody. I don't even know who it is, but we're gonna call. It's the 770 area code. So if that's you, get ready. It's happening. Your big moment. Oh my goodness. By the way, Sleeson, everyone's favorite guest, Sleeson, he was supposed to be on the show. He canceled on me, and I was like, well, I'm doing the show anyway. I don't need you, Sleeson. And I got 13 listeners, and they're watchers. They're loving it. Hello?
They definitely are watchers, and they're definitely loving it. What's up, Matt?
Who is this?
This is Wade from Belmont, Massachusetts.
Oh, of course. Wade Fennessy, right?
Exactly.
How about that?
You know
Look,
my name.
You know, it's beautiful in one way, but in the other way, I'm losing. If I know the first and last names of every one of my supporters, it's either I'm brilliant and I have a photographic memory, or I don't have many supporters, and it's mostly the latter.
Well, Matt, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna say you probably have the photographic memory.
Hey, Wade, what are you doing on Saturday, November 12th?
I am a person who's very meticulous about maintaining my Google Calendar, and I have all these appointments and things that I got to do.
Okay.
I go to concerts, I do all this crazy ass stuff. But November, the Saturday that is the Slingshot Cops premiere, I have that entered in my calendar. Slingshot Cops premiere. I gotta go. I'm very excited.
That's fantastic. Yeah, we got the 5 p.m. showing and the 7:15 showing. I'll post the address and everything else later. But it's gonna be great. And I mean, you're not that far away. What a treat. It's I'm
really so. I've had like a Slingshot Cops T-shirt for like a year at this point. It feels. I don't know when I originally got that off the top of my head, but like I've had that shirt for a very long time. And so I've worn it in a variety of places. I wore it in Spain on your birthday. This year.
That was fantastic. Good work.
Yes, and so I'm really excited for the premiere, and I can't wait for it. I've seen a lot of your movies. I have not seen Druids Everywhere. I'm very embarrassed to say I haven't seen it. But
well, it's not even available. It's not available anywhere. It's only on VHS right now.
Well, then I guess I can't feel particularly embarrassed about that. But I've seen the rest, so I'm very excited to see Slingshot Cops and to really appreciate it for what it is.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's fun. It's quick. It's a little bit quicker than I don't know. I feel like we wanted to like keep it action packed, boom, 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 keep it moving fast, and I think we succeeded. And it's a lot of fun, and it's got the big shot Hollywood hot shots, Brendan Walsh and Randy Lidke in there, who are fantastic too.
Well, I mean, let's not discount the Hollywood hotshotness of Jim McClure as well. That's a rising star.
Who? Oh, Jim McHugh.
Jim McHugh. Sorry,
yeah,
I mispronounced it, but
oh, he is unbelievable. I can't believe we did this. We gave my uncle the lead role in a buddy action cop movie. I mean,
yeah,
that's what it's all about.
Now, is there a Charlie cameo in the movie?
Oh, yeah.
Spoil that.
He's got a recurring character he shows up in the opening scene, and you see him from time to time, almost all the way to the end.
That's awesome. It's very cool. Now, I'm really glad there's been some burger talk tonight, because that's a thing that I find fascinating about you.
Yes.
I actually had burgers for dinner tonight, so I'm really in the burger mood right now.
Yeah. And
I agree with the guys that you talked to that Five Guys has got to be. 2018 comes, you got to go to that Five Guys. Like that's the number one burger for beginners.
Well, I will continue. I mean, that's a front runner. I'm going to continue to listen to suggestions, and but that's. I mean, I love their milkshakes. I'll tell you one thing: their coffee milkshake.
Yeah.
Oh, so
got to agree.
Yeah.
Got to agree.
Really good. Hey, what are you doing on June 3rd, 2017?
See, that's more up in the air. That's definitely more up in the air. So I'm aware of the sort of event you're having, but there's a possibility that I'm going back to Spain. So I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know what I'm going to be doing then.
All right, no pressure. But if you could, you would.
I can promise you that June 3rd, 2017, I will be wearing my Slingshot Cop shirts whatever country I'm in.
And let's say this: if you're in the United States, you'll probably be at the extravaganza.
I will be wearing it at the event. Certainly.
That's all I need to know. Hey, how you liking Motern Heartburn?
Motern Heartburn. I already talked a little bit about Motern Heartburn on this podcast. I called in and talked about it. So I want to more talk about actually. So last week, your last podcast, you were poo-pooing a little bit the previous Matt Motern Manly Man album.
Oh, good. Let's hear it. Yeah.
I gotta say, you weren't poo-pooing it that much, but I gotta say that I really thought Joyous Cackle was awesome, and there's even songs that you don't really triumph from it. You don't really talk about songs like Looks Like We Had Fun in the Photos, which is, I mean, that song to me sounds like something that could be off of a classic, like, Modest Mouse album, like Lonesome Crowded West, one of my favorite albums of all time. Like, that's right up there. Like, I think you have a lot of great songs off that album, and I think you poo-pooed it a little bit when you're talking with Pete on the podcast, but I gotta say, that album deserves mad respect.
Thank you, Wade. Yeah, well, Pete is this imposing force, and I feel intimidated. And and he just destroyed that album when I played it for him on the podcast, and I'm still reeling from it. But yeah, I agree. It's like a cool little album that has a couple of minor standout tracks in my world, but you can sit through the whole thing and be pretty happy, I think.
Definitely. So So in 2015, I did this big challenge for myself that I was going to listen to as many different albums as I could. And I ended up listening to like over 700 different albums. And Joyous Cackle was like in my top 20. So I really enjoyed it. And I can't give it more props than it deserves. It definitely deserves a lot of props there.
Well, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Wade, thanks for being on the show. You're amazing. What is your story? What do you do out in Belmont, Massachusetts?
I'm a startup consultant. So I work at a company that owns a bunch of startups, and I consult with all these different startups that we own, and tell them, you got to do this, don't do that, do this, do that. And then I sort of tell my bosses, they aren't doing that. And I'm really catty about it. So it's kind of, I get paid to be catty, which is very exciting.
Do you listen to the Startup Podcast?
I do listen to that. I mean, that's how I heard about you, through Reply All.
Nice.
So that was and it's ironic because I heard about you through them, and I end up enjoying your podcast a lot more than I enjoy theirs sometimes. But that's the beauty of truth and entertainment. It's so entertaining and beautiful when you're truthful in entertainment. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, their show is fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
No, I don't mean to disparage it. I think that there were some earlier episodes that I didn't like, but I think recently they've really been good. So I don't mean to disparage it anymore. There was a period where I wouldn't want to listen to it, but they're really good now. So.
Nice. Well, that's fantastic, and way to go on helping the startups. I'm not a startup in that I don't have any investors, but I am trying to get something off the ground, so it's a similar situation, eh?
Definitely. Now, I want to mention to you, so I just, about an hour ago, finished reading a book that you had recommended.
Ooh.
Love and Terror on the Howling Plains of Nowhere.
Oh, nice.
Or maybe you recommended the movie. I forget if you recommended the movie or the book.
Movie.
But movie. Oh, I haven't seen the movie, but I just read the book. I loved it. Like, that was a great recommendation on your part. Like, really great guy. A really interesting book. Like, you poo-poo like Jack Kerouac, who sort of brags about getting women pregnant and abandoning them and stuff. And I feel like this is a book where there was the author is definitely a guy who's like an interesting guy who's had a storied life, but doesn't like brag about doing negative things and stuff like that, which I really enjoyed.
Good, yeah, because I didn't read the book. I saw the movie, and I mean the movie's a documentary, so you meet that guy, Poe Ballantyne's his name, and he seemed, he's like in the tradition of those beat guys, but living out there now, and the book is about his life, but also about a professor who turns up dead in the local college and just everything surrounding that, and I love me some true crime too, so it's everything I like all mixed in together.
Yeah, it's true crime, a little bit of beatnik, but I don't think he doesn't glorify the negative parts of the beatnik lifestyle, and I think that is something that like is really positive about it, because you read this stuff and people are like, oh yeah, I did this really negative and mean thing and whatever, that's my life, and you feel like really bad like reading that and kind of liking that because
Well, let me. I think I get mad when I'm listening to I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments. Someone says, "What basketball player would you say I'm similar to?" I'm like Dennis Rodman. I'm just like slithering down beneath the boards, grabbing those rebounds, and just annoying you. But back to my point, I hate it when Amy Schumer. She talks about how she had like a career as a shoplifter when she was a teen or a young adult or something. Wade, are you at all familiar with that?
Yeah, I mean, I've listened to her on Howard Stern, and I'm not necessarily a huge fan.
It's like, hey, Amy, you're super rich now. How about you pay back Macy's or whoever? Like, I hate that. So you're not only do you steal from these hardworking people, you also turn it in. Besides the fact that you have free products, you also have free material that you're now selling. Gosh darn it. On This American Life, Wade, I don't know if you watched that, but Julia Sweeney was, this was like 15 years ago, but I'm still mad about it. She was on talking about how she used to rob the bar that she worked at, and laughing about it with Ira Glass, like, he, isn't it funny that I got away with it? She stole like $15,000 worth of tips from a bar over the course of a couple years. And, it makes my blood boil that she is now cashing in on that theft even more by pushing her brand forward on This American Life.
Definitely a very frustrating fact. Definitely very frustrating. I mean, I think that it feels very uncomfortable when you see someone who like their method for their success and their entertainment is doing very negative things. And I mean, I want to, when you see someone be successful, you want to love them for their success. And you want to say you're successful because you deserve it and you worked for it, and this is a really positive thing, and I'm enjoying a positive thing. And if in those such kind of situations, you just can't feel that way, and it's really frustrating.
Yeah, well, look, I Truth in Entertainment, I'm a underhanded con artist spam music man.
Hey, but you're truthful about it.
But still, there's something a little, it would be a slightly better story if I wasn't, leeching off the success of other musicians by writing songs about them. So yes, I'm honest about it, but if I was even more honest, maybe I wouldn't even do it. But on the flip side, it's so funny.
Well, you go on Spotify and you see the prom song singers, and you see, there are hundreds of songs asking people of different names to go to prom with you. And on one hand, you could say, this is so cynical, this is so insulting to my intelligence, these asking different names, asking John and Bob and Derek to go to prom with you. But on the other hand, it's also hilarious. And like, I think that you can look at the cynicism, you can find cynicism hilarious and not think it's necessarily criminal or objectionable, and more of a beautiful kind of beautiful cynicism is more how I view those kind of products that you've done.
I like that. Beautiful cynicism. That's a good album title. You know what else bugs me, Wade? One other thing is when you're buying something online, and then you click to buy it, and then the next page they try to upsell you on something, and the button to buy the upsell is giant, but the button to press to say, no, I don't want the upsell, I want the original thing I wanted, is in tiny writing on the bottom. You have to search for it and click on it. That's so mean and bad of any company that does that. Shame on you.
Well, Domino's.com, I try to get the pizzas, and then they say, you want a big chocolate lava cake along with your pizza? I do not want it, but the button for the yes I want it is so big and green and tempting. And the button that I don't want it's just text. It doesn't even look like a button.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're kind of cheating clicking on the button that is not the flashing inviting thing. But that's what you want. I do not need chocolate lava cake. That's what you got to do.
Or you just don't know. Like, you don't even realize you're buying a chocolate lava cake. You just see the button that says yes, and you click it, thinking that you're finalizing your deal.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, buyers beware. Buyers beware. So
buyers beware. Definitely.
Everyone,
you got to make sure whenever you sign up for stuff on the guy. I can't stress this enough. Whenever you sign up for something online, make sure you know which things you're checking, which things you're not checking, because I definitely work at a company that takes advantage of people that check the things that they don't really realize they're checking. So
shame on you, Wade.
Shame on me. That's the internet world where you're making money on the internet. So you feel a little shameful anyway you make money on the internet. But
Me too.
yeah.
Hey, Wade.
That's life.
Wade, this is fantastic. We have a great rapport together. Please, let's do this again next time we're doing a call-in show.
All right. Well, I'm really looking forward to the Slingshot Cops premiere. I'm very excited. Like I legit cannot wait to see what that movie turns out to be, because I've been looking forward to it for like over a year at this point.
I know, yeah, we've taken you along for the ride. Well, yeah, say hello. I'm sure I'll recognize you before you recognize me.
We'll see. It's a race. It's a race.
I'm going to have bruises on my face when you see me, because I'll have beaten those Bear Talk podcast jerks in basketball earlier in the day, and they're going to take advantage of the fact that I don't call fouls, but that's fine. Look for the bruise guy. That'll be me.
I'll look for you, and I'll see the bruises, and I'll say this guy is an auteur in the spirit of Wes Anderson.
God bless America. Have a good night, sir.
You too, Matt. Nice to talk to you.
Bye-bye. How about Wade, huh? That guy's great. A couple things in the comment section. Nike shirt on point. It's true. Here I'm wearing like this swoop of this gigantic corporation that probably, I don't know how good they are, so I apologize. But it was a gift. What do you want me to do? Hey, Paul from Rejected Gnarl. How you doing? And yes, I've talked about the Julia Sweeney thing before, but you know what? It's gosh darn riveting. And I'm tempted to just do a podcast about how much that upsets me. The Julia Sweeney Upsets Me podcast. A different show. Once a week, I just rant about that because I'm so mad. I wrote a song about it, by the way, which the shirt I bought you doesn't have a Nike swoop, says Elizabeth, who's there. Julia Sweeney's a classic. F her, says somebody. Watch your language. Let's listen to the song is called Julia Sweeney, You Should Return That Money to That Hotel Bar. Okay, let's listen to it. It's good. Julia Sweeney. Julia Sweeney. I heard a story you were telling on the radio about how you stole all kinds of money from a hotel bar, and why would you do that? That's a terrible thing. You should get up right now and go to that bar and return your money. You're a super rich celebrity lady now, yes you are. So you should return that money to that hotel bar. Julia Sweeney. Julia Sweeney. You were laughing about it on the radio, saying, yeah, I stole thousands of dollars from a bar, yes I did. And it made me so upset, and I lost my respect for you. You ought to go and return that money to that bar. It was very bad of you to steal so much money from that bar.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, folks, we got another caller. RJNC, the RJNC from, where are you from, New Mexico?
Santa Fe, New Mexico, man.
Santa Fe, New Mexico. Well, perhaps you are the original, the first person to ever run an ad on the podcast. Am I right by that?
I think I was, yeah.
Yeah. Did that really improve your your online presence?
Well, sadly, shortly after that, I kind of stopped doing Twitter, so it didn't really it didn't factor in too much, unfortunately.
Alas. Well, I appreciate the support, and I think you were doing it more as a sign of support than you were as a means to improve your standing on Twitter. So, yeah. So, hey, how's life, man?
Good, man. I'm so bummed I missed you on Jimmy Fallon.
And
I really wanted to see that.
It's not on YouTube anymore. They took it down.
Yep.
It's heartbreaking.
So was it cool to be on Jimmy Fallon, to be on a big stage like that?
It was fantastic, RJNC. Let me tell you, I mean, that night I had scheduled a live performance on YouTube on that particular night, and it would have been in front of about 40 people. from the basement, and I had to cancel
wow.
it. Had to cancel it in order to perform for like 3 million people on NBC. Oh my God!
That is so funny.
Yeah, but I felt good. Like I didn't know I didn't know how nervous I'd be, and I thought I could very well play the wrong notes and sing the wrong words, but I felt very much at home. I was like, yes, this is about right.
So you were nervous?
No, I felt great. Not nervous.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah. So and what are you doing out in Santa Fe? Tell me about yourself.
Right now I'm just kind of hanging out. It's Sunday night. I'm a coding specialist out here in Santa Fe, New Mexico, at our local hospital.
Cool.
My wife works at Ford.
And you got a daughter. You got a daughter, right?
I have a daughter. She's going to be going to the 6th grade next year, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, you did a podcast with her for a short while reviewing, was it My Little Pony?
We did, yeah. Then she got bored with it pretty quickly.
Well, that's a fun father-daughter activity, nevertheless.
No, it was fun.
And you're a big horror movie fan too, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I love the Shock Marathons podcast. It's easily one of my favorite podcasts.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Well, we feel like we're doing it just for you, based on our numbers.
Judging on how you talk before each podcast, you're like, we had to do it. I promise. That's why I'm here. So I do kind of feel like I'm the only one. And more people need to listen to it. It's very good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, that's cool. And how'd were you like us? You just kind of grew up on the VHS horror and you've never lost it, or what?
Oh, no, totally. I think same thing you guys kind of talk about, growing up. It's always the VHS store. You go there, you see those awesome box arts, and made you a horror fan for sure.
That's beautiful. Yeah, and you listen to plenty of other horror podcasts as well, correct?
Yes, I do.
Do you find
you guys are definitely up there.
Do you stick with it if you haven't seen the movie, or do you only want to know ones where you've seen the movie?
Oh, no, I always watch. I actually, oddly enough, it's kind of funny. I'm a huge horror fan, podcast, movie listener, but I actually don't really watch movies very much, so I tend to, I want you guys to tell me what the movie's about.
Nice. It's better through trust me, so many of them are better if you listen to us talk about it for an hour than sitting through an hour and a half. Oh, the pain. Well, RJNC, first off, let me tell the listeners, follow RJNC on Twitter. He paid for an ad. It's going on like almost 2 years ago, but I'm not going to send you a bill for this one, RJNC.
Thank you, Matt.
And really awesome to talk to you. Like, I feel like I know you, but we've never actually spoken till right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's kind of weird. So I'm actually from New England originally, so I wanted to get back there to be in your movie, but it didn't quite happen.
Hey, June 3rd, 2017 is the World Motern Day Extravaganza. I'm putting on a crazy performance in a little venue here probably in my hometown of Danvers. It's only $42. It's road trip time.
I will actually be in New York City, I think June 1st to something, because my daughter, her school, their choir was invited to sing in someplace in New York City. So I will actually be in New York City on that date, which is kind of funny.
Well, I mean, if you're able to sneak a 4-hour drive, a little 4-hour drive north, join us.
Cool. Well, thank you, Matt.
All right, RJNC, thanks for being on the show. You're amazing.
Okay, take care.
Bye. This is so much fun. So much fun. I don't know why they took the Jimmy Fallon video down. I don't know. I think it's I don't know. Because it was like their least popular video ever, or had the most negative comments. It's one of those things are the reason why I watched it every day. I'd go every day and look at the comments and fight with the people who didn't like me and thank the people who did like me. But it's over. It's gone. I could have sued them for infringement, says Paul. Hey, are you there? Cole?
Yeah.
Hey, Cole, how's it going?
Yeah, hey, Matt.
So, Cole.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so Cole, do you live in Ohio?
Yeah, Northeast Ohio.
You get the newsletter from me, right?
I do. It's the Long Walk newsletter.
So do you regret the $20, or are you okay with it?
No, I'm not. No, I don't regret it. It's interesting. I read the articles. I've never written in. I always intend to, but
I hear
haven't
that.
done
Yeah,
that yet.
I hear that from a lot of people. But it's exciting when it's just somebody random. You just sent in. Did you get a free one first, and then you sent in for subscription?
No, I think when I first heard about you back on the TLDR.
Oh yeah.
Piece, and I think they mentioned it there. So, and I think I heard you maybe plug it on the podcast sometime back.
Yeah.
And so I was interested in it because I used to really be into going on long walks back, well, for many years. But I was stationed in South Korea for a while, and I used to like just pack up granola, bananas, and head out in the morning and just like pick a direction just to get away from base, you know. So I'd walk across these mountains and hit trails and wander into these small little villages. And yeah, it was a good time, but you know, not doing too much long walking right now.
Yeah, it's tough for me too. You know, I got the fledgling music industry business and 2 children. But I push the stroller around at least 3 or 4 times a week for about 4-miler, and that's good. But I'm ashamed of myself. I've done the most I've ever done was 50 miles in one day, 50, and I mean it's crazy how much pain you can feel just from walking, huh, Cole?
Right, yeah. And if you're not wearing the right kind of footwear, like one day I decided to wear my boots, like I got blisters real bad. And
yeah, you can feel them.
You got to prepare. This is it's a serious endeavor sometimes, right?
You can feel them forming with each step you take.
Yeah.
But it's good because life is too easy, Cole. Life is way too easy. We need to like force ourselves to do difficult things just to feel alive.
Right.
Hey, this is this is pathetic that I'm going to bring this up, but I'm pretty sure you wrote a review of Keep Being Awesome on iTunes. If that was you, I just want to say thanks.
Yeah, I do believe I did that. I forgot about it until you just mentioned it, but yeah.
I remember.
Sure that was me.
Cole, I remember. I scroll through every one of my albums on iTunes, and I look for reviews. Most of them have nothing, and then boom, there's your review, and I was so happy, and I was like, wait, I know that name. That's the guy who subscribes to the newsletter.
Such a good album.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so appreciative. You have any plans on June 3rd?
Well, let's see. Next June 3rd, I checked up. It's a 10-hour drive from Northeast Ohio.
That's not so bad.
But next June, I believe at that time I will have just graduated from college. So I'll probably be in like full job hunting mode.
Okay.
So,
well,
I don't know. Maybe I could like line up interviews in the area and head up to the Northeast coast or something like that if I.
And also, you graduate. What, you graduate in May?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with giving yourself a little reward in a 6-week window between graduating and working where you just live. I don't know. Of course, you have to be able to afford to do that. And I'm being very selfish. I'm being very selfish in saying all this because I just want the $42 out of you.
Hey, you were tempting me earlier, saying you were going to play stuff from Motern Heartburn. It's very tempting.
Oh,
good album too.
Yeah, I want to do. I mean, I'd like to do almost the whole album. I think that would be pretty darn cool. I kind of I envision the show being like a 5-hour show where the first 45 minutes is a different set of each hour. So from 5 to 5:45, I'm doing like all Mose Haven songs, for instance, and then we take a 15-minute break where we can all mingle and whatnot, and then from 6 to 6:45, it's Keep Being Awesome, just that album, et cetera, for 5 hours until people get bored, and I'm doing it for nobody.
No, I don't think it would go that. I don't think it would go that route. I've actually I purchased some Mose Haven recently too. I've started to get some of the tracks. Really, so there's some really good stuff in there.
Honored. Now, hey, listen, Binghamton, New York, I think is not too far from you, or at least closer than Boston would be. Do you know where?
Probably.
It's near the Pennsylvania border. On
that's close.
December 10th. That's a Saturday night, December 10th. We're doing a screening of the new movie there. If you could come, that would be so cool. And it's free.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll look into it. Binghamton, New York here.
Binghamton, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not too bad of a trip from here.
Yeah, I would guess, a couple hours. Who knows? No pressure, but it would be really fun. I'm not a good salesman, Cole. Like I want to push people to do things, but then I also don't want to be pushy, so I always say no pressure. So I got to work on that.
Yeah. It'll be the end of the semester. I got a kid too, which, by the way, I'm raising him on Motern Media. He likes quite a bit of your stuff. So
nice. That's fantastic. So cool. Yeah. Well, you're a busy man, so definitely live your life, and you don't feel obligated to just support all of my happenings. I still think you're fantastic. Just for writing that review on iTunes, I read it almost daily, just as an affirmation.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for being on the show.
Enjoyed the show so far tonight. I really enjoyed Wade's call. You guys were delving into business ethics.
I liked it. Yeah. Yeah. Wade and I.
What a good.
We had a good back and forth, me and Wade, so it was good. But Cole, you and I had a good back and forth too. So I don't want you to feel inferior to Wade. You guys are tied.
Hey, first time I've talked to you. Been a fan for a while, so it's always good to connect.
All right. Have a great night, sir.
You too.
Bye-bye. Bye. What a show. This is wild stuff. We still got 12 people watching. Wade is excited because someone likes his call. Not just somebody, Wade. Cole. Cole likes your call. All right. Orlando claims that he's going to give us another shot. Now, look, if anyone out there is listening and I said I'd call you and you're not Orlando, let me know because I might have forgotten you. I don't think I have, but sometimes it's hard to operate the phones and to put on the show, etc., all at the same time. So let me know if I've let you down. 19. All right. In the meantime, let's listen to what Orlando has to say. I hope he answers this time, because otherwise I'm going to be really disappointed. Come on, Orlando. You can do this. Respect to the radio producers out there. Absolutely, Kyle. Absolutely. Bear talk. Orlando, don't do this to us. Orlando, don't do this. Oh! Come on, Orlando! You're killing me!
You have reached the voicemail.
He texted me! It said, I'm available now! I think that I didn't even read the text. What did it say? Just realized that was most likely you still taking calls. We'll try one more time. We'll bug him one more time. Because nothing better to listen to. Maybe he's busy filming Pirates. That's because of Orlando Bloom. It could be Orlando Bloom, but I don't think so. Elizabeth upstairs says I should call her. But,
Hello?
Orlando!
How's it going, man?
It's so good we were getting nervous because this is the third time trying to call, but it's worth it to talk to Orlando from Sacramento.
I appreciate that. So, yeah, I guess I saw the restricted number, and I was like, oh, no, just doing homework. But then I realized later, like, oh, man, Matt Farley.
Yeah, Orlando, let me tell you something. You know what's even more interesting than the number you know is coming through? The number you don't know. There's so many possibilities. It's so exciting. Answer that phone.
Yeah.
Answer that phone.
Yeah, I should start answering restricted calls.
I get giddy because I give out my number everywhere, as you well know, and I'm just so excited when I see a restricted number. I'm like, oh, it's going to be somebody who's shocked that I answered, and I love it.
That's true. I always imagine it's someone like a middle-aged man, like in the woods somewhere.
Well, by talking to this middle-aged man, in the woods, I'm keeping him from going on that murderous rampage that he was going to go on otherwise. So I'm doing a great service to humanity.
I guess that's true.
What's on your mind lately, Orlando?
Not too much. Just school, work, like acting gigs that I do a lot of acting gigs around the area.
I'm going to need a clarification on the acting gigs.
Just kind of local. I kind of got into acting the first year of college, which was last year, and since then I've been going to auditions and doing some filming and stuff, this local stuff recently.
Anything
But,
anything online
just kinda do all that.
anything online that we can check out so we can see your skills?
I'm not sure what's online yet. I said this is, fairly recent, and it takes a little bit.
well-
I just had one. Actually, it might be online. I had a film festival movie, a short film, that was it's called "What If You Signed on the Dotted Line." I think that's on YouTube or some
Nice.
streaming site.
That's
I think YouTube.
That's fantastic. Good for you. Now, how do you? This is just gonna be a hobby, or are you gonna delve into it even deeper?
I'm gonna definitely try to delve, go deeper with acting as far as I can. I'm transferring to UCLA next year,
Oh,
so I
nice.
think the LA industry is more fruitful than
Sacramento.
industry.
Yeah, Sacramento not known for its thriving film
No.
scene. Yeah.
No, yeah. There's no movie companies here or studios, so it's a little bit hard to get bigger roles.
You meet some cool people.
Definitely, a lot of like co-stars and even people behind the scenes are, great people and cool to work with. They all share the same passion, which is cool.
Good for you.
And definitely a good conversation starter and some friendships building.
Hey, I talked online. I texted with one of the Doobies a few days
Oh, really?
ago. Yeah.
No, yeah. Matt was telling me about this.
Right,
Matt,
yeah.
about a song, right? Something about pirates.
Yeah, he had a question
briefly
about
told
the
me about
Mose Haven song "Dread Pirate."
Yeah.
I'm pretty much the only musician out there who, if you have a question about one of their songs, you can just text him, and I will respond tenfold. He sent like one sentence. I sent him a term paper on my own song explaining the origins.
Yeah, you're definitely a service to the world, Matt Farley. And I don't know anybody else who's doing that.
I
mean,
know.
I appreciate a lot of artists, but when I want to text them, it's where'd they go?
When
Where'd they
you
go?
when
When
you
the
want to
fans are
know
trying
the
to text
meaning,
them, where are they?
Yeah, you want to know the meaning of some Coldplay song. You can't just get Chris Martin on the phone. And the funny part is,
No.
you could. He's not doing anything. He's just sitting around eating cereal, bored. But his manager
I'd
told
imagine,
him,
but-
Chris, you can't give out your
Yeah.
phone number, Chris, because then people will find out that your life isn't that exciting and they'll like you less. You have to maintain the false air of importance. So poor Chris just wants to talk to the people about his songs, but he can't because he's got to act mysterious.
Yeah, that industry, man.
Well, you're diving headfirst into it, Orlando, and I don't want you to fall victim.
I'll keep my number safe, and I'll keep my number out there in the public.
Orlando, the reason I brought up your friend that I texted with is that I told him June 3rd would be a heck of a good time, and for you, actually, you should leave at least 3 or 4 days before June 3rd. But the Doobies should get together and go on a gosh darn road trip. How old are you, Orlando?
The Doobies are always. I'm 19.
Oh,
Doobies
my
are always
God.
down the road trip.
Well, it's time. Look, I want to give you a discount because I consider you my personal friend, but I can't do it. I can't give you a Doobie discount, but it's only $42, all right? Look, if you were going to Burning Man, it would probably cost more money and be way less amazing. So for much cheaper, you have to drive, 5 times as the distance, but still, it's totally worth it. Come, have you ever been to New England?
The East Coast is great. A friend of ours, Marty, one of our doobies lives in New York.
Oh, good. Pick
So,
him up on the
I mean,
way. Yeah, just
that's
pick.
that's closer.
Yeah, well, you're going the whole way with Matt and whoever else.
Owen.
Owen.
Owen's one of the, and probably maybe Vincent and Travis.
There was a girl. Who's that girl that I talked to once too? Bring her along too.
Bring her along. Sienna. She's in college at St. Mary's in the Bay Area. I mean, she'd probably be down.
She'd totally be down. Rent a van and go on a gosh darn trip. This show, Orlando, this show is going to be amazing. Oh, it's
What
going to
is
be
it?
so
It's
good.
so it's a music festival.
It's
Motern,
it's just
what is it? Yeah.
It's just a 5 to 6 hour performance in a tiny venue that seats about 80 people tops. I don't expect to sell more than 20 tickets. It's going to be awkward and uncomfortable, and then I'm going to get up on stage, and it's going to get even more so.
Are you gonna just stand up? I'd
No.
imagine you
Well,
probably
I might tell a couple jokes, but it's mostly going to be music, you know? And frankly,
Uh-huh.
I don't want to give away too many secrets, but I think that the opening track is going to be this song.
I wear tight pants, oh yeah.
Oh man, a classic.
Pants when I dance. It looks so nice, it looks so good. The ladies love me when I wear my tight pants.
Imagine that, a room with 20 or so people tops, just kind of uncomfortably watching as I'm dancing about on this tiny stage in regular.
Or it could be, yeah, it could be. I mean, uncomfortable, or it could be. I mean, a little bit erotic, maybe.
Hey, you know,
Maybe.
if it is, it's not because I intended for it to be, and that's fine. Just keep your thoughts in your brain. But it's just gonna be crazy. No, I mean, I am gonna sweat out like 2 gallons of perspiration gonna come out of me because I'm just gonna put so much energy into this show, and it's gonna be crazy and awesome and fantastic, and the kind of thing that people are gonna lie in the future and say they were there, but not you, Orlando. You're gonna be honest when you say it.
I gotta be honest and say that I was there. I witnessed it. I was really into it. It was some good stuff.
Yeah, like, Orlando, what should I do? I've sold 1 ticket so far. Should I just go on with the show even if no one else buys one? That's what I'm leaning towards, going for it. What do you think?
I think you should. I mean, and then that one person just gets a damn good show.
Yeah, and
to say the least.
it becomes
I mean,
the stuff of legend. It is the stuff of legend. Did you hear about that guy, the greatest musician of all time, who put on a 5-hour epic concert for one guy? Oh, yeah!
yeah, and then you just some like news coverage afterwards and like interviews with the one guy and just completely awestruck and.
Look, it would be a little night. Look, if that happens, I'm gonna lose like $800 on this venture, and frankly, it would be worth it. But I would prefer to break even or even make a couple bucks, make enough to buy a pizza. So Orlando, no pressure, but I would love to see you at the show. It would be amazing, and life is short.
That would be amazing, and that'd be an amazing road trip too.
Exactly.
One-on-one basketball.
Oh, I would crush you, Orlando. Crush you. Are you still running? You still run for your school?
Yeah, I'm still running.
Orlando, I know about your extracurricular activities. This is ridiculous. I'm supposed to be mysterious, and I know more about you than you know about me.
Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you do know more about me.
Nah, well, we're about even. But Orlando,
we'll have to come. We'll have to when we visit you. We'll even it out.
Yeah, I will destroy you and every one of the doobies in basketball. Bring it on.
Yeah, we'll have to see, man. I don't know about that.
Okay, I like.
Yeah, we'll have to put it to the test.
I like your confidence, but look, start planning. Talk to the doobies. Start planning. It will be such a memorable event. And listen, Orlando, there is a small window of time in a person's life when they have the energy and the time to do exciting road trips and that stuff like that. And so many people, they just sit around and they kind of waste those years just hanging out at home when they could be doing something memorable. So Orlando.
Oh yeah, I'm always down to do something.
Let's do it. Let's come to the show. Oh my God, it would be great. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And you know what? Well, there'll be coffee milk there.
Coffee milk, man?
Yeah.
Sweet drink. Man, you pull out the big one. Get big guns on that one.
Orlando.
I don't even know.
Orlando, it was so worth calling you 3 times. I'm glad I stuck with it.
Yeah.
And get back to studying. Great talk.
All right.
All
Will
right.
do.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, take it easy.
I gotta start acting like I don't know these people. You know, this is embarrassing. I know that Orlando's a runner. You know, I need to act like I don't know who Orlando is, but I do. You know, especially the fact that I listen to my own podcast a couple times per of each episode. How cool! Like if you walk out, you're sitting in this tiny venue. There's just 3 or 4 people, and then suddenly the show starts, and you see me prancing out like this.
I wear tight pants, oh yeah. I wear tight pants when I dance. It looks so nice, it looks so good. The ladies love me when I wear my tight pants.
And that's just the start. Oh my God, your head's gonna explode at this Motern Media World Motern Day extravaganza. I am so pumped for this thing, folks. I am so excited. And I hope more than one person buys a ticket. Please, if you're planning to go, buy the ticket now. Not because it's going to sell out. Just do it for me. Okay? Just do it for me. All right, look, this is the last chance. 603-644-0048. Text me right now if you want to be on the show. This is your last chance. It's now or never. Otherwise, we're going to end this in a few seconds. And, it's a shame. No, it's not a shame. It's been a darn great show. We've had power numbers here. Power numbers. We're hovering around 14 people watching. That's including me and Elizabeth, who's upstairs. So, Ryan doesn't want it to end. Ryan H. He's like, somebody call him. Ryan doesn't have a phone, he says. So he's unable to do that, and that's a shame. But Ryan, I'm trying, Ryan. But it's not looking good. So I think I will take questions, absolutely, from the people in the comment box. What is your favorite taco? The Liftinator wants to say. And Elizabeth has jumped in and says he doesn't eat tacos. That's correct. I don't eat tacos. It's ground meat, she says, so I wouldn't eat it. She knows. She knows my preferences, you know? I mean, that does not mean that I wouldn't write a song called the Yummy Taco Song. Of course I'm going to write a song called the Yummy Taco Song.
I love tacos. Yummy, yummy tacos. I like to eat tacos.
Look, I don't have I don't eat ground meat just because, I don't know, it looks weird and I don't want to eat it. You know, but I will, I guess, you know, because a hamburger is made from ground beef, I think. I don't even know. But I'm not a taco fan. My favorite ice cream is coffee ice cream, but mocha chip is right on its heels. It's a tough one right there. And with that, I think we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much. This has been fun. Hopefully next week we'll have Sleason on, unless he cancels again. And come to the Slingshot Cops premiere, please. It's in Danvers, Mass. It's going to be in Providence, Rhode Island, somewhere in Connecticut, and Binghamton, New York. And all you people who live in New York City, the premiere in Connecticut's going to happen right by a train that goes to New York City. So anyone who lives in that vicinity, oh, come on. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Thanks, everybody. And show is